Yep.
Yes.
Okay. So yesterday what we discussed about SCCM site roles. Then we discussed about lab requirement and software needed for lab setup, right? And then I sent email to all of you guys. Did you guys receive the email?
Yeah, we got it.
Okay. So have you guys downloaded or created your subscription on Azure?
Yes.
I couldn't
So
finish it because I ended up having some family issues. I just got back home.
okay. So Satya, you are doing the local lab setup, right?
Yes. I'm actually in the process of downloading it right now. So the all three servers are on 49%. So
Okay, so you started the building the servers, right?
yes, I did. I couldn't actually download VMware, so I'm using Hyper-V. Is that fine?
Hyper-V is fine, but
Because I'm actually
sometimes,
working on the server machine right now.
yeah, that's fine. So VMware, you couldn't download VMware?
No,
Was
I
there any
tried,
problem?
but yeah, I tried, but it didn't let me do anything for the security reasons.
Okay. Can you share your screen?
Let me
Are you
see.
on the same machine or
What
different
was it?
machine? Are you on the same machine or
Oh no,
different
it's
machine?
on a different machine.
Okay, no worries. Now, who has set up the subscribe with Azure? Pramod or Reddy? Who?
Yes, I do. I have subscription.
Okay, so I'll make you presenter, Pramod. Okay, we can see your screen now. So I want you to go to portal.azure.com. Okay, you're already on azure.com. So this is the Azure portal where you have subscribed and you got some credit. Did you get some credit?
Yes.
13,000 or something, or $200?
Mm,
Okay, we will
yeah,
see. We'll see.
no, I got it $100 because I have a student
And
account, so I sign up with the student account. Yeah.
that did not ask you for the credit card as well, right?
Yes. Yes.
Very good. Okay, let's go to virtual machine. So what we need to create some virtual machines, right? So at the left hand side, you have navigation section wherein you can uh, see all your dashboard, your network setting, your virtual machines. So we'll need to go to virtual machines. Yeah, and we'll create few virtual machines which are needed for our primary site deployment. So for SCCM, we need a domain controller, we need a database, and we need a server on which we can host our SCCM. So let's get started. So click on add, and then click on the Windows logo, Windows Server, yes. And you need to click on Windows Server 2012 R2 Data Center Edition, yeah. And click on create. Okay. Now it will ask you for the basic information like computer name, your username. So the computer name, the very first computer which we are going to set up is domain controller. So type in domain or DC. That's also okay. DC is okay. And the username, you can type in your username. No, don't put any space in between, or just type in DC is fine. DC. Yeah. Yeah, and choose a password and make sure you make a note of this username and password somewhere, because we are going to use the same username and same password for all our servers. The password is not taking in. You need to choose different password. You may try something like India at 123 I capital. It's not taking.
I'm not wrong. It was asking for 12-digit password, 12 to 30. Yeah, 12 characters.
Well, it must be between 12 to, okay. So you may try something like
What I did was I said Microsoft 123 exclamation or something like that.
Yeah, Microsoft at the rate 123 M capital. Microsoft at the rate 123. Just try that. Let's see. Yeah, it took it. Yeah, it took it. Password not matching. How to get this student ID? Is there any option? Pramod?
No. We need to register of the college then.
The thing is, when the domain is actually the college name, it actually recognizes the student. I'm not wrong.
It's work.
Like edu.com, right?
Yes, because I usually up here, what happens is they actually have the college name at the end.
College name.
Okay. Now, resource group. Okay. So we need to create one resource group, something like which we anything of your choice. So you can put your college name or something. That's, or Pepsi, Coca-Cola, Thumbs Up, anything. Okay. Now choose Canada East, the location, because that gives us 4 servers to create. And click OK. Now this is our first server, right? It's loading the prices. Can you take it left hand side?
Sorry to interrupt. Even I tried it and it was asking for price.
Okay, go right, go right. Go right, yeah. Okay. So B14 CPU and 2 GB RAM, and data disk is fine. So 4 local, 4 GB SSD. Okay. The price is, wait. Can you go right? Go right again. Yeah. Local SSD is 16 gigabyte, maximum IOPS. Okay. You take the second one, which yeah, 2 gigabyte of RAM is fine. Data disk 216 is fine. 4 GB local SSD. Yeah, take that one. Select. Okay, go down, 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 down. Choose monitoring should be disabled. Okay, click OK. Select public inbound. Okay, so go no public inbound port. Select public inbound basic network security group. So network security group. Yeah, click on advanced. Go down. Okay, go to basic. And choose the drop down. Okay, choose the RDP one. Yeah. Click OK. Okay, create. Let's create another server. Server number 2. Go to virtual machine again. Data center. That's the one. Create. This is going to be database. Same username and same password, please. Use existing and choose the drop down and choose your Cumberlands. Yeah, Canada East. Click OK. Yeah. Okay, so you can take 2 GB RAM is very low configuration, but the pricing $52, $26. Okay, take the third one. Yeah, actually the option is a little different if you compare with the free trial and this student one. Yeah, select
So we can go to the normal one, right? SSD.
Yeah, try on. Yeah, you probably need to click on search. No worries, take the third one. Hmm. Okay, choose virtual network. Click on virtual network. Yeah, choose that. Click on that. Choose that one. Well, yeah, because we need to put all of them in the same LAN network.
Okay.
Okay, go down, choose RDP. What does it? What the message says? Can you go up a little bit? The port will be exposed to the internet. Use the advanced control to limit the. Okay, no worries. That's fine. Yeah, disable. Disable. Yeah, and click OK. Click create. Okay, now go back to virtual machine. Okay, now add Windows Server.
SQL Server, right?
Windows Server. Windows Server 2012 R2. Yeah. Create. And this is going to be SCCM. Use existing. Drop down. In Canada East. Click OK. Choose the third one again.
Double.
Third one. Yeah. Click select. Change the virtual network. Go down. Disable. Yeah. RDP. Exceeding quota limit of core. Oh, okay. You can create only servers with one core processor. Okay, so let's go back to size. Back to size. And choose the second one.
I think we need to choose only first one.
Second one. No, second one. Go down. Go down. Down. Have you taken the network, virtual network properly?
Yes.
Okay, click OK. Create. Okay, now go to virtual machine section. Right click on domain controller and connect. Virtual machine, not virtual network. So basically we created 3 servers. Okay. Domain controller, database, and SCCM. Right click on DC and connect. Download Rdp file. Click on download Rdp file. Yes. Open. Open. Connect. More choices. Use different account. Now use the username and password which you have just used to create the server. Click OK. Password is incorrect. Okay, go more choices. Use different account. Choose DC/Pramod. DC on the username DC. DC/Pramod.
I think we need to use the Cumberlands, right?
No.
Not working.
Are you using the correct password?
Yes. We can use here. No, it's not correct.
Let me try from my end. What's the IP?
52.242. 17.2.1.
52.242.17.201, right?
Yeah.
What's the username and password?
Pramod.
Password?
India capital I @123456789.
INDIA @
123456789.
Okay. No. Looks like the password is incorrect. Are you sure you are using the correct password?
Yes.
PRAMOD INDIA @ 123456789. Okay, let's do one
Do you
thing.
mind
Yeah.
trying the Microsoft at 123? Because that's the first thing that we tried on these.
Okay. But he has not given that password actually.
So we can change the password. Is it possible there?
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, let's go change password. Okay. Hi, Hemant. Hello. Can't hear you, Hemant. Yes. Are you able to hear me? Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, Hemant. Are you getting the video and are you getting the recordings and the documents?
No, sir.
Okay. So please speak to Srinivas. Okay.
Okay.
He's the organizer. You know Srinivas, right?
No, sir. I don't.
Sorry.
I don't know him.
Okay. So do one thing. Give me your email address. On the chat window, please. Hi, Srinivas, you there? Hello, Srinivas. Hemant, what is your email address?
Sir, Hemant Kumar Rautu @gmail.
Can you send it on the chat, please? Chat window.
Sir, I'm in mobile. I logged in mobile. So.
Okay, wait. Yeah, can you spell that? Hemant, HE.
MANTH.
Connect. Open. The same thing. More choices. Connect, yes.
Yeah, it's connected.
Okay, minimize this. Now, is SCCM also got created or not yet? Can you go back to refresh?
Yes, it's connected.
Okay, can I log into that one too?
Huh?
Okay, so we we now have 3 servers. One is database, one is domain controller, one is SCCM. So these are just the names. We have not promoted DC as a domain controller, DB as a database, SCCM as a SCCM server. It is just a name. So now we'll have to do some basic configuration here. Okay, so the first configuration what we need is you go to local server at the left hand side.
This is, I think,
Now what is, click on local server, you will get the name of the server.
DB.
So this is database. Now here some configuration is needed. The very first configuration is Windows update. We don't want automatic update. We want the update to be pushed through SCCM. So click on the second which says install updates automatically using Windows update. So it is basically taking the update from internet, which we don't need. So change setting and never check for update. SCCM will take care, never check for update. SCCM will take care of the update of the server. Click OK and cancel. Close it. Now the second thing is IE enhance security down, which says on. We need to turn that off on the same line. Yeah, IE enhance security. Yeah, that one. What is this? This is actually protecting you to go to the website. It will restrict you to go to any internet website. It will keep on prompting you, do you really want to go to this internet website? So we don't want that prompt to come, so we are turning that off. So click off and click OK. Okay, now IP Ethernet 2, which says IPv4, right? You see IPv6 is also there. We don't need IPv6, right? So right click on this Ethernet 2 in properties and click on this, uncheck this box IPv6, uncheck IPv6, click OK and close it. Now these are the 3 things which we need to do on all the servers. So let's go on to different one. Yeah, now you are on DC, I think. Click on local server and do the same thing what we have done there on the database. Change setting.
On SCCM server also we need to disable the updates.
Yes. Yeah.
And whatever the firewall security we need to.
Firewall security we will take care later. But refresh, can you click on refresh on the top next to the flag? Next to the flag, yeah. So turn off DC off, yeah. And okay, so we have turned off the IE enhanced security and never check for update and disable the IPv6. These are the three things which we have done in all the three servers. Now the very first requirement is to create a domain controller, right? We don't have any domain controller at the moment. What is domain controller? Domain controller is a server which actually has a database to store computer and user and security group and policy related information. That will, when you go to any company and you need the username and password to log in. So basically it gets created in the domain controller Active Directory database. And when you logging in, it actually authenticates you from the Active Directory and gives you if you type in the correct password, then you are allowed to log in. Otherwise, it will not let you in. So we need domain controller which has a database so that all our devices and users are stored there. And SCCM can take all those resource information from Active Directory database, right? So in every company, we have a domain controller for our users and devices. So let's go ahead and go to DC, not DB, and create the domain controller. Okay, so we are on DC now, domain controller. Now, in order to install domain controller, we need to install a feature. So click on Manage on the top right and click on Add Roles and Features. Next. This is a wizard which will help you to install any roles and feature on the server. Okay. Role based or feature based, the first one, yes. Next. And make sure you are installing it on DC, domain controller. Okay. Now the IP address of DC is 10.0.0.4. Okay. Next. Now we need to choose Active Directory Domain Services. That's the second one which we need to choose to promote this server as a domain controller. Click on Add Feature. This is the associated feature for that. Next. 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 Install. So this is like a prerequisite. Before you promote this server as a domain controller, you have to have this role installed. Otherwise, you will not be able to promote any server as a domain controller without this prerequisite. Can you ping SCCM server from here? No, that's your local computer. That's your local computer. Ping it from your server. You don't see the start menu actually. Type in CMD. Search. Ping 10.0.0.5. 5.
It's 4, right?
5.
10.0.0.5.
No, F4 is DC. So you wanna ping the same computer from, yeah. Okay. So not pingable. Looks like the firewall needs to be turned off. Yeah. No worries. No worries. Okay. So let's see the DC is that the feature is installed or not, that the rule. Yeah. No, it's DB. We don't want to go on DB. Where is your start menu? Click on Server Manager. But where is your start menu? Can you go down? Scroll it down. At the right hand side you have a scroller. Can you scroll it down? Right hand side top. Yeah. Okay. Okay, probably you need to hide your I know what is the problem. Wait. Can you give me control, please? Okay, so I have taken it at the right hand side.
Okay, fine.
Got it?
Fine. Yeah.
So now you can see your start menu here.
Yeah.
Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. So domain controller prerequisite is installed. Now what you need to do, you click on that notification and click on promote this server to a domain controller. Now we need to have a domain name. Okay, what would you like to keep the name of your domain? So suppose Pepsi.com or Samsung.com or Cumberland.com, whatever it is, you can choose your domain. But you need to choose add a new forest because you don't have any existing domain or existing forest. You choose the third option, add a new forest. Yeah. Dell.com. Okay, next. Okay, now the functional level of this domain is going to be down at the bottom. It is open. Can you? Yeah. Functional level can be 2012 R2. That's the highest functional level of this domain. So that's fine. We will leave that as it is. Now, do you need a DNS server? What is DNS server? DNS server is basically converts the IP address into name and the name into IP address. Suppose it will help you to communicate multiple devices to each other. So we definitely need a DNS server so that our domain controller, our database and SCCM can communicate to each other. Okay, and it needs a password. What password is this? This is the password when you have like disaster situation, when the Active Directory database is crashed and you are restoring the database, at that point of time you need to give that password. So choose a password, the same password you can put it here. Yeah, click on next. You can ignore this warning because we don't have DNS server. That's the reason you're getting a DNS delegation. So because we are going to create a new DNS server. So next. NetBIOS name. What is NetBIOS? NetBIOS is a program which helps to communicate, which helps multiple computers to talk to each other, which is already replaced by DNS. It is a previous technology of Microsoft. In case you don't have, you are not taking the DNS, so this NetBIOS will help you to communicate, but we are not taking the NetBIOS. So we'll leave that as it is. Next. This is the location where your database, log, and sysvol folder of your Active Directory will be saved. So we'll leave that default. Next. These are the options which we have selected. We'll leave that as it is. Next. And this is checking the prerequisite whether this server is eligible to be a domain controller or not. Yeah, so all prerequisite check passed. It can be successfully installed. So click on install. So now the domain controller is getting ready. It is installing all the database, its log folder location, sysvol folder, and it is also creating the DNS. Any confusion, anyone so far? Okay. Now can you check the C drive of this computer? How much space it has given to you? You have the folder there. Yeah, this PC. Okay, so they have given 113 gigabyte. Okay, that's fine. Can you check the other two servers? How much they have given? Okay, and the RAM, how much RAM they have given? Properties. 2 gigabyte of RAM to SCCM. Okay, that's going to be a problem. Okay, fine, no worries. Can you check the database? RAM 4 gigabyte. Okay, so 2 to domain, 2 to SCCM, and 4 gigabyte RAM is for database. Okay. Can you go back to DC and check if the installation completed? Still installing. Okay. In the meantime, just turn off your SCCM and turn off your mm, database. I mean, shut down both of them. Yeah, shut down. Shut down. Continue. Database as well. Not the DC. DC will remain on, but database and SCCM should be shut down. Yeah, this is your database server. Shut it down. And continue. Yeah. Now, why we shut down? Because we are. Can you minimize this and go to the Azure portal? Now, because we have a DNS server ready now, right? It's getting ready, but it will, like in a couple of minutes, it will be available. So what we need, we want our SCCM, database, and domain controller, all three to to point to that DNS. Instead of going out to the internet DNS, we want our servers to point to that particular DNS which we just created. So to do that, go to virtual network, virtual network, and go to that virtual network Cumberland. Yeah, click on that. No, don't delete. Click on that and click on DNS servers. Now currently all these three devices are pointing to default Azure provided. So all are going on internet. So in case if you wanna ping your computer, if SCCM wants to communicate to database or domain, it will not be able to do it because it will go to the internet. You know, if you ping DB or ping DC, it will try to reach to the internet rather looking for the local DNS. So we want the local DNS to be available on this network. So first the computer should check this one, then only they will go out to the internet. So the DNS server is 10 dot, the IP address of the DNS server. What was the IP address of your domain? 10.0.0.4. So put it there, 10.0.0.4. That's the DNS server IP address, right? 4. Save. Now what will happen? All these three computers which are connected to this network will be pointing to this DNS server 10.0.0.4. Okay, so let's go back to your domain controller. Is domain controller up and running or restarted? I think domain controller got restarted.
It's running. Domain controller is running.
Okay, now right click on database and start. First you need to start it, right? Then only you will be able to connect because it is in shutdown mode. So why we shut it down? Because we wanted to make the changes in the DNS server. So if you change it and don't shut down or restart, what will happen? It will still take the old setting. So in order to reflect the new setting, we shut down and now we are restarting the servers. So right click and on database and connect. Sorry, start. Have you done
Already.
start? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Right click on SCCM and start. Okay. And then right click on DC and connect. Right click on DB and connect. Now we need to join these boxes to the domain. Then only your domain controller will be able to manage these devices for authentication purpose. You will not be able to log in like this, but you may try, because you just created a domain, right? Dell.com. So Dell/Pramod. Right. Now right click on DB and connect. Okay, right click on DB. It is still stopped. The DB is still stopped. Right click on DB. You don't need to check that box. Okay. You just need to right click.
No, it's not giving any option to me.
Uncheck that DB. Yeah. Uncheck DC. Okay.
No.
Now right click on, no worries. Now right click on SCCM and connect. Connect. Download RDP file. Open. Password.
No, we need to give the domain control name, right?
No, you have to first join it to the domain. Then only you will go with Dell. Have you joined SCCM to the domain? Did you
No.
join SCCM to the domain? So you need the local username and password. You open a notepad and copy and paste it from there rather than typing. You're not typing correctly. Now join this SCCM to the domain. Okay. So these are the basic steps, guys. Before we install our SCCM, you have to perform these steps. In the company, when you go there, you will not have to do these things because these domain will already be there. SCCM will already be there. Database will already be there. Now, local server. And click on this work group. Change domain. Join it to Dell.com because our domain is Dell.com. Okay. There you go. And you need to enter the username which has domain admin privilege, which is a member of domain admin. So Pramod is a member of domain admin. He is the high privilege user. He can join any computer to the domain. And same thing you need to do for the database, and then we will wrap it up for the day. Restart. Close. Restart. Now right click on DB and join it to the domain. Connect. Now next time you log in to any of the boxes, you need to use del/Pramod, because all your computer will be joined to the domain. You need to use the domain account, not the local account. No, that was fine. You have not. That's DB. You have not joined it to the domain yet. Join this server to the domain as well. Change domain del.com. Close it. Restart now. Okay. So let's go. Are you already logged into the domain controller? Yeah. Now this is your domain. You will start seeing your devices here in Active Directory now. So to open Active Directory, which is a database which contains your user and computer related information, you click on Tools on the top, Tools, and click on Active Directory User and Computer. Yeah, this is the database which contains your computer and user related information. Expand this and click on Computer. You see DB and SCCM both are joined to the domain and they are showing up here. Click on Domain Controller and you will have your domain controller here. This is your domain controller. Okay. So now from next time onwards, when you log into any computer, you need to use your domain account del/Pramod. Okay. Now minimize this. Minimize this, the server itself, the top. Yeah. Now close this RDP thing. Go to virtual machine. Virtual machine. Yeah. When you are done with the session or the practical with what you are doing, you need to stop the server. Okay. If you don't stop, what will happen? Microsoft will keep on charging. Even though you shut down the computer, shutting down the computer will not help. You need to make sure you stop all the server, like check so that they won't charge you for unnecessary usage. Clear? Now let me share my screen and give you a summary what we have done today. Okay. Now today, day 2. Sorry. SCCM. Okay. So today what we did, we created virtual server, right? Domain controller. And on domain controller, we have installed Active Directory Active Directory Domain Services, ADDS role. We installed that role. okay, and promoted that server as a domain controller. And the domain name we have given, instead of we have given dell.com, not pepsi.com, okay, and join all the devices to the domain. We joined SCCM and database to the domain. Anyone has any confusion on this?
Kaushik, sorry to interrupt. The thing is, I actually downloaded all three servers to the local machine, so I wasn't sure how to make it as a virtual network, because so that's what I was kind of curious about.
Okay, I'll guide you. But any questions so far? Anyone? Hemant, Prasanna?
No, sir.
Okay, so Prasanna, you also need to perform the same step on your Azure subscription. Okay.
Yes, I'm hearing that.
Have you also chosen the student subscription or the free trial one?
Free trial one.
Okay, so you take 1 gigabyte of one processor and 4 GB RAM for all three servers.
All right.
One core processor and 4 GB RAM.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Now, Satya, can you share your screen? I want to see the configuration.
Okay, that's one named Sam. Sam in the bracket Satyan.
Sam.
Yeah.
Okay. Sam, make presenter. And Hemant, what are you doing about the lab setup?
I have planning to do in my laptop, sir.
What is the configuration of your laptop?
Of 16 GB RAM.
16 gigabyte of RAM. Okay. And
320 hard disk.
okay, good. So you need to download VMware Workstation. Okay.
Okay.
And the server. I have already sent the needed software downloader, the download link to
Okay.
everyone. I think, I don't know whether you got it or not. If you haven't got it, you please speak to Srinivas. Okay, he will send that to you.
Okay.
Okay, and then you need to perform this step on your local computer as Satya has done. Okay, so Windows Server Hyper-V.
So what I did was I actually created database, domain, and SCCM. This is the existing one I was just trying to work on. So the domain controller, this is what I did. So I went to server manager, local server. So I did it like mytech.com.
Okay, but you did not change the name of the server. That is a little weird actually, but that's okay.
Okay, do you want to change it right now? Or?
No, that's okay. That's okay.
Okay.
Don't change it.
So the other settings is never, that should be okay, right? Just update.
Yeah.
Okay. So what was it?
Yeah, click on Windows Update one. Never check yeah, not configure. Click on that and click on Change Setting. Never check for update.
Okay.
Click OK.
I did.
Yeah, close this.
The same
Click
thing,
on this.
okay, because this one we actually did it, but on my actual server, let's say if I'm on my server manager, if I'm on my server manager on my local server, so on the Windows update, it shows like download updates only, use Windows updates.
Yeah, so it's connecting to internet actually. We don't want to go on internet.
So how do I stop that?
Click on that one. But this is your local server, right?
Yes.
So don't change it.
Okay.
We want to change it on the virtual one, right?
Okay. So when I actually go to the actual environment, so do I have to make it like never update or?
Never check for update.
Okay.
Because if you don't do it, your devices will go on the internet and you will lose the control.
Okay, got it. So then I have to disable IPv6.
Yes.
Okay. So I did that one.
And also IE enhanced security. Turn that off. Yeah, use it. It's also okay. It's not a problem. What is the IP address you have given?
So let's see. Okay, all right. So this is the IP address I have, 192.168.
You have given static
Yes.
or do ncpa.cpl November Charlie Papa Apple .cpl control panel cpl. Right click and properties. Okay. You are not using the static IP. Click on new.
But my local server is on static.
No worries. Type in 10 dot 10 dot 10 dot 10. Default gateway we don't need.
Okay.
No, nothing. DNS is going to be the same server is your DNS as well. So 10.10.10.10.
Okay.
Click close.
Okay.
Close this. Now let's go to the different server now.
Okay.
What is the network setting you have taken? Okay, you need to build it, right?
Oh no, it's already done. Because when you asked me to turn it off, I just turned it off completely.
Okay. Guys, those who wanna leave, you may leave. Those who wanna stay, you can stay. We are just setting up the local thing. It's running very fast actually.
Oh, I actually configured like 1 GB on each.
No, 1 GB is not sufficient.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and change it.
You need
So
to
do you
get
need like 4 GB?
4 GB to database, 4 GB to SCCM, and
Okay.
1 GB to domain controller is okay.
Okay, got it.
Go to ncpa.cpl.
Okay, my bad. So do I have to do the same thing?
Yeah, properties. Remove IPv6.
Static?
Yeah, static 10.10.10.11. This is going to be 11. Okay. Now 10.10.
And this one should be 10.10.10.10, right?
Right. Because the DNS server is our 10.10.10.10.
Okay, got it.
Now try to ping your domain controller DNS server from here and see if that is pingable or not. 10.10.10.10. Very good. So both are communicating to each other. Now you may join it to the domain. But I want the server name to be changed. It's very
You
weird.
mean the domain? Oh yeah.
No,
Right.
no, domain is fine. We will not be working on domain most of the time, but SCCM, yeah,
Okay.
change the domain, change the name to SCCM. Type in SCCM there.
Okay. This one. Okay. My tab. Dot. So the same thing has to do with database as well, right?
Yes. You also need to perform the IE enhanced security turn off in SCCM.
Okay.
Turn off. Also the update, Windows update. Never check for update.
Okay.
Not configured. Click on that. Change setting. Never check for update. And IE enhanced security. Turn that off. Right there. Right there. IE enhanced security.
Okay. Got it.
Uh,
Well, I'm getting old, so. What was the shortcut to go to network configuration?
What was the?
Shortcut?
ncpa.cpl. N for November.
Uh-huh.
C for Charlie. P for Papa.
Okay.
And A for Apple.cpl control panel.
Okay.
Yeah. And join it to the domain. Change the name too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this one is going to be the database.
Yeah, but now don't change the name of the domain, okay? Because if you
Okay.
change, there are a hell lot of problem you will face.
Everything is going to be disconnected, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Database. So leave it as it is. The domain name will we will live with that.
Okay. So I have to memorize that.
Okay. Good. So the same thing which we had performed on the Azure, we have done the same thing here as well in the local lab setup. We have 3 servers here, and we connected it. We created one domain controller and joined them to the domain. Now I also want you to install one Windows 7 or Windows 10 if you can.
Okay, I'll do it.
Okay.
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
Kashi, what is the command just now you told, right? NCPL.
N November, C Charlie, P Papa, A Apple, dot C Charlie, E Papa, L for London.
Is it like network configuration protocol admin something?
NCPA dot okay.
Maybe. Can you open a notepad, Satya, and type in
Sure.
the command there so that everyone can note it down?
It's
NC PA dot CPL.
CPL.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So let me share my screen again and just the summary again. Are you guys able to see my screen? Looks like I can't share my screen.
Oh, because I'm on control or something?
Okay.
Okay, it's out right now.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So we have performed these steps today. I'll upload it to the Google Drive. Okay, and you guys can get it from there. Okay.
That's good, thanks.
Also, if anyone did not get the document or the video, you can let me know. Thank you.
Yeah. Can you share this video, please?
Yeah, it will be available to you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you.